Told you, Papa's always here for you.
Again!
Oh dear, oh my devil. We're gonna have to report this.
You mean to the papers?
Hotel Transylvania fans have been buzzing lately because it seems like the franchise might not be slowing down anytime soon. Genndy Tartakovsky, the director behind the first 3 movies, recently shared some pretty exciting thoughts about the future, saying he'd be shocked if a 5th installment didn't happen eventually. Speaking with Collider ahead of receiving an award of excellence at SCAD's Animation Fest, Tartakovsky was asked about the franchise's future on the big screen. He mentioned, "I think the 4th one did really well on Amazon. I think they want more, so we'll see what happens." This is especially promising because the last movie, Hotel Transylvania Transformania, premiered exclusively on Amazon Prime Video back in January 2022, meaning there's already an established audience ready to return. The franchise itself has been around since 2012, kicking off with the original Hotel Transylvania, which introduced audiences to Count Dracula, voiced by Adam Sandler, as the proprietor of a luxury hotel for monsters who want a break from humans. The voice cast also included Selena Gomez as his daughter Mavis and Andy Samberg as Mavis's eventual husband Johnny. The film was a huge commercial success, grossing over $350 million worldwide, and it led to 2 sequels spaced 3 years apart, each performing even better than the last. The series quickly became a favorite because it blended family-friendly humor, heartfelt stories about family, and the over-the-top monster antics, making it appealing to both kids and adults. The 4th movie, Transformania, was a notable departure from the first 3. It was the first not directed by Tartakovsky, although he co-wrote the screenplay with Amos Vernon and Nunzio Randazzo, and the first without Adam Sandler voicing Dracula. Instead, Brian Hull took over the role. Transformania also shook things up story-wise, flipping the classic formula by turning all the monsters into humans. This twist not only created fun and chaos, but also opened up new storytelling avenues, teasing that the world of Hotel Transylvania could continue to evolve in fresh ways if a 5th film were greenlit. While fans eagerly wait for an official announcement about Hotel Transylvania 5, the franchise is already expanding on the small screen. Netflix recently unveiled Motel Transylvania, an animated series following Dracula and Mavis as they leave their Transylvanian hotel behind to open a brand new resort in the California desert. The official logline sums it up perfectly. Motel Transylvania is open for business as Drac and Mavis take a break from their Transylvanian haunts to set up a brand new resort for humans and monsters in the California desert. Vampires and sunshine, what could go wrong? This setup feels like a natural extension of the franchise, offering a new environment, fresh comedy opportunities, and the potential to introduce new characters while keeping the familiar dynamics fans love. Interestingly, Motel Transylvania will be the 2nd TV series in the franchise. The first Hotel Transylvania, the series, aired on Disney Channel from 2017 to 2020, lasting 2 seasons and serving as a prequel to the films. That series focused on Mavis running things while Dracula was away and featured different voice actors, including David Burney and Ivan Cherry as Dracula, and Bryn McAuley as Mavis. For the new Netflix series, no casting has been confirmed yet, but given Adam Sandler's existing working relationship with Netflix, there's always the possibility he could return, which would be a huge draw for fans. Even though Tartakovsky hasn't officially signed on for a 5th movie, his comments hint that the franchise is far from over. He's clearly aware of the continued demand for these stories, and with Transformania performing well on streaming, it seems like a 5th film would be welcomed by both fans and the studio. And considering how the series has grown, it's not hard to imagine even a 6th movie eventually. The world of Hotel Transylvania is vast, with plenty of unexplored corners, from Dracula and Mavis's extended family to new types of monsters. There's a lot of creative material that could sustain the franchise for years. One of the most exciting developments in Transformania was the way it hinted at a potential evolution in animation style. Toward the end of the movie, when the new hotel opens, the sequences shift into 2D animation. This was a big departure from the franchise's standard 3D look, and it seems like a nod to Tartakovsky's signature style, which is evident in works like Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Primal. While it could just be a fun tribute, it also feels like a potential preview of what a 5th movie could look like. Moving into 2D would differentiate the franchise visually, giving it a fresh aesthetic and possibly attracting fans who appreciate Tartakovsky's distinctive style. This change in animation could also help Hotel Transylvania stand out even more among other family-oriented animated films. Many competitors, like the Addams Family animated movies, stick to 3D CGI, but a 2D approach could bring a new energy and dynamism to Dracula's world. It could allow for more exaggerated comedic sequences, unique character designs, and creative set pieces that 3D sometimes limits. If a fifth movie adopted this style, it would not only honor the franchise's roots but also feel innovative, signaling that the series is evolving rather than just repeating old formulas. The story in Transformania also laid the groundwork for potential new narratives. At the end of the film, Dracula is convinced to accept Johnny as part of the family after a heartfelt speech about humans being marshmallows on the inside. Meanwhile, the monster ray used to turn everyone into humans is reversed, restoring characters like Frankenstein and the Invisible Man. Then, when the team returns home, they find Van Helsing's guinea pig has mutated and caused chaos, leading Dracula to hand the hotel over to Mavis and Johnny. They rebuilt it into a modern, brightly colored resort complete with a water park, ice skating rink, and spa, clearly aimed at a younger audience. This setup leaves the door wide open for future films to explore new adventures, whether that involves family dynamics, quirky monsters, or the challenges of running a high-profile resort. Looking forward, a fifth installment could build on these developments while introducing the refreshed animation style. It might explore how Dracula adapts to this modernized hotel, how new monsters interact with the existing cast, or even how Mavis and Johnny's family continues to grow. The shift to 2D could allow for more visual creativity, from over-the-top action scenes to surreal humor that complements the franchise's comedic tone. Meanwhile, fans could also see callbacks to previous films, creating a bridge between the original 3D trilogy and this new direction. Even beyond a potential fifth film, the possibilities for a sixth movie are exciting. With the world expanding via Hotel Transylvania, the franchise could explore entirely new locales, new species of monsters, or even a global resort chain. Dracula could face rivals opening competing hotels, or Mavis and Johnny might introduce new technology or attractions that go hilariously wrong. There's a bunch of room for playful storytelling, character growth, and family-friendly humor that could easily sustain the series for multiple sequels. All of this points to a bright future for Hotel Transylvania. The combination of Tartakovsky's influence, the possibility of returning cast members, and the fresh animation direction could make Hotel Transylvania 5 something really special. Then, if the series keeps building momentum, a sixth movie could naturally follow, cementing the franchise as a long-term staple of animated cinema. Fans have already shown their love for the world, and with Netflix's Hotel Transylvania keeping the stories alive on the small screen, the franchise is perfectly positioned to expand and evolve. So even though Hotel Transylvania Transformania marked a significant change in cast and style, it also laid the foundation for a whole new era of storytelling. Between the new 2D animation sequences, the modernized hotel, and the ongoing adventures of Dracula, Mavis, and Johnny, the door is wide open for a fifth film, and even a sixth down the line. It's clear that the franchise still has plenty of life, humor, and heart left to give, and fans can look forward to more wild, monster-filled adventures in the years ahead. With Netflix stepping in to expand the universe and Tartakovsky hinting at continued creative possibilities, the next chapter of Hotel Transylvania could be both a visual and narrative reinvention. Between exploring fresh settings, introducing new characters, and refining the animation style, there's a lot of reason to be excited. And if the series hits the right note with audiences, we could easily see a sixth film that continues Dracula and Mavis' story while keeping the humor, heart, and monstrous charm that made the franchise a hit in the first place. So while fans are waiting for the official green light, the future of Hotel Transylvania feels bright. The fifth movie could finally give us the polished animation style hinted at in Transformania, fresh storylines, and creative ways to keep the franchise evolving. And if it all goes well, a sixth film could follow not long after, cementing Dracula's world as one of the most enduring and beloved animated universes in recent memory. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.